Amanda Cartwright, thanks for joining us on the show today. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
We're doing good here. Not
Good.
too much to complain about. I
Good.
uh I wanted to open the show with a question, maybe along the lines of what do you think that the modern age gets most wrong about natural medicine?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on the show today.
No
Um,
problem. Our pleasure.
I think a lot of people get herbs. They think that it's an alternative thing. It's something that is alternative, and really, it's not alternative medicine. Medicine is the original medicine. It is what it's medicine that God put on this earth for us to use. And so I think that a lot of people do get um, the the term herbal medicine, thinking that it's some sort of a messed up thing, an alternative thing, but it really isn't. It does work. Herbal medicine does work.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big one, right? I like that concept, the alternative side of it. Like let me try everything else, and then if none of it works, I'll get into the herbs.
Right.
Yeah, that is a good point, rather than, and most people like you that I know are using this stuff on a regular basis. And I guess uh, I'm assuming you use it as preventative as well as like, oh no, I'm sick, right?
Preventative and for treatment. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think that's
And
something people get wrong too, right? Is like only
right.
reach for it when you're feeling like terrible.
Right. Yeah. And a lot of pharmaceuticals are mainly geared for treatment, not necessarily for prevention. And so, if you can prevent something from happening firsthand, first off, why not do that with something that's natural, that's not going to hurt your body, and something that is not going to mess up your liver and mess up other organ systems. So, why not put something natural in the body?
That is a viable point considering what we learned about ibuprofen over the last 5 or 10 years, right? And the effect it
Yes.
has on the body long term. Th-
Yes.
There's a lot of people popping those things on a day to day basis.
Yes, you look at the ingredients in that, and it's a little scary. Just turn around on the back of the bottle. That's a little scary.
So, what do you include like the herbs, perhaps that you use for cooking as part of that sort of
Culinary
schedule?
herbs,
Yeah.
yes, culinary herbs are part of the medicinal herbs. They can, some herbs are medicinal, some are medicinal and culinary. Some just taste good. You know,
Sure, sure, no doubt. So, what kind of things do you yourself take on a daily basis? Of things like teas, and when I say take, I don't necessarily mean the herbs themselves, but more like the preparations, tinctures, teas, those kinds of things.
right. There are, teas are great because you can use those, fresh herbs or dried herbs. I do a lot of salves for
Okay.
topical use,
Yeah,
and I also do tinctures for internal and external use because you can use. A lot of people don't realize that you can use tinctures externally as well. So
I never knew that till just now. Actually, hearing
yeah,
you mention it.
they
Yeah,
make
it
a little
does make
spray
sense.
top. Yeah, they make a little spray top that goes on the top of the bottle, and yeah, and you could spray that directly on a topical issue, and it can resolve it. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, tinctures on the outside. Yeah, I'm thinking salves. I'm thinking what are the compresses? The yeah.
You can make a tea and just dip a towel in that
Yeah,
and compress, make a compress with that. Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. Yeah. So your nickname is the Weed Doc. Why don't you tell us how you came to be the Weed Doc? I love the name. I think it's great,
Thank you.
and I'd love to hear about that.
The weed doc. Yes, I am the weed doc. It's because a lot of plants and herbs that are naturally in your yard, things that you call weeds, are and can be medicinal. A lot of things that you just, pesky things that you just want to get rid of, is actually something that you can use medicinally, and it could help with a lot of health ailments. So I call myself the weed doc because I do use a lot of weeds.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Yeah, plantain comes to mind, dandelion comes to mind, right? These
Mhm.
things in the front yard that we're like
Yes.
spray and cut and pull and
Yes.
discard.
Yes. I use plantain a lot. Plantain's a good one.
Yeah, that's Yeah, it's good to eat too. I don't mind eating some young plantain leaves sauteed.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty
They,
tasty myself.
they get a little bit bitter when they get a little bit older.
Yeah, bitter and like that sort of like old, that mature spinach kind of texture
Right.
also,
Hmm.
right? The like the fibrous. Probably great for you if you don't
Right.
mind chewing like a cow, you know what I mean,
Yes.
for a while, but um yeah, so what kind of opened your eyes to this thing? What made you go like, I think I want to pay a little more attention to these natural healing plants?
Well, I mean, look at the world today. I mean, it's crazy about how pharmaceuticals are the mindset. And that's the go-to for everybody. Everybody that's what they think, that they need to go to pharmaceuticals. But really, why not try some of these herbs? You can get if you're on a list of 20 prescription medications, why not cut that down a little bit? You know,
Yeah.
you might be on 10 medications, but you got to take 10 more to counteract uh, the things of what the first set is doing, and it's crazy. So, and herbs are free, if you can grow them, they're free. So why not use something natural and not back up your liver and, all that stuff.
There's always a trade-off with those
Right. Right.
pharmaceuticals. And hell, now we're injecting ourselves directly with medicines, or well,
Right.
if you want to call them
Right.
medicines, but vanity treatments, let's go with that.
Yes.
That's a crazy thing to think about. Like,
Toxic substances. Yeah, for
there
sure.
you go. That's the right word, toxic substances.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to be bringing to prepper camp this year? What class are you teaching?
I am teaching two classes. One is how to use herbs medicinally. And in that class, I go through how to make a tea correctly, because a lot of people don't make that correctly. I will talk about how to make a poultice, how to make an
Oh,
herbal salve and an herbal oil, and also a tincture. I kind of go through the steps and I show you exactly how to make that. And I also teach herbal animal care, which a lot of
mm,
people don't realize you can use herbs on your animals as well. You
yeah.
know, farmers back 100, 200 years ago, that's what they did. They didn't have a veterinarian to go and help with their animals. And so you can use herbs to prevent and to treat issues with them as well.
Yeah, I see it in my own pets. I see them go like for plants when they're not feeling well. I
Yeah,
see the dogs, they go right to different grasses and things like that. They
that's
also they
that's
also eat
called
like, what is it? Go ahead, tell me.
zoofarmacondancy, and
Oh,
that's yeah, yeah. There's so many different examples of that where animals will just go to a specific plant because they have a specific issue, and they know exactly what part of that plant to use and how much of it to use to take care of their issue. And that's how, as humans, we learned by studying the animals how they did that. So yeah, it's
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, they out of necessity, right? They figured out this is what we got to do to
Yeah.
treat ourselves. We just like to take the long route. We like to go around, try the new things, hurt
Yes.
ourselves,
Right.
and then
Right.
come. Eventually, we make it back to the source. But we
Right.
like to take the long route as humans. I'm not sure what that's about, but
Well, a lot of that's because of the medical doctors nowadays. They're just not taught anything alternative or herbal. I mean, they're just not. I mean, it goes back as far as John D. Rockefeller. A lot of people know him as the oil person,
yeah,
but he was really the man that kind of set things in motion of how it is today with medicine and pharmaceuticals. And I go through that in one of my classes, and it is just so interesting to know how the history of this came about and how pharmaceuticals, they can package a little piece of an herb, take that and package it up with a little, some toxic substances, package it up into a little pill and sell that. And so that's just lining their pockets.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is wild. I mean, you think about the willow tree and the base
Hmm.
uh, pain relief slash fever reducing. I don't
Hmm.
know what, I can't think of what it is. Racalacin, I think, something like that. And how it's been used to, basically
Yeah.
make aspirin. Yeah.
Yeah. It's nature's aspirin. Yeah.
Yeah, that is wild. But it's been, mutated into pill form now, and like you
Right.
said, whatever else is compressed into those tablets that your body has to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I talk about that in my new book that I've got coming out. It's called What Big Pharma Doesn't Want You to Know. And
Oh, wow.
I talk specifically about aspirin in that, and there is so many side effects. I mean, it's crazy about the side effects of actual aspirin. But you can
That
get
book is going to do really well. That's
yeah.
an
Oh, I hope so.
awesome
I hope
title. That is an
so.
awesome title.
Yeah.
You want to read that immediately. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a great title for sure. So you said it's been 3 years. You've been at prepper camp or teaching for 3 years at the very least.
Yes.
And what are some of your favorite things about prepper camp? What do aside from teaching the cook classes, of course, what are some things that you like about prepper camps previous?
I love meeting the people there, and the people that come back year after year are wonderful. But the new people are great too. Um, the new people that come, they see how the camaraderie is between
Oh
everybody.
yeah.
I mean, I have been at other speaking events, but nothing is like prepper camp. And I promise you, I'm not saying that just for this. Right, there is nothing like prepper camp. I mean, it's something that everyone needs to experience.
I agree. I mean, we talk about it a lot on PBN, and almost every guest that we've had on this prepper camp speaker series has said something similar to what you just said in terms of I've been to other shows. It's not the same. I'm
Right?
not saying it because of, so, you've got a lot of backup on that one. Lots of
Yes.
people come on and say the same thing because it is, well, it's just a captive sort of show. It's not like you show up for a day, park, walk into a building, walk around building, feel
Right.
really weird and awkward, then leave. It's like you're
Right.
captive there at the campground for 3 days, and it's a whole different experience for sure. You know?
It's fun, and it's exciting, and you actually learn a lot of things. And the people there are just great. They'll help you with anything. I mean, if you need help with anything, need to find a class or whatever, we're happy to help.
Yeah, yeah, it is a great group, top to bottom. The people who are there presenting, like yourself, the people who are there to see the presentations, they all seem cut from the same cloth, and that is kind of what makes it a lot of fun for me, too.
Yeah.
So, how about this year? Were you there last year? Were you
I
part
was
of
there.
the?
I was there last year.
You
Yes.
made it last year. Okay, good.
We,
That's great.
yeah, the problem with last year, of course, Hurricane Helene, but they did have the second and third day. The first day
Yeah.
was canceled, but yeah, we got there, and I wasn't able to get out because they had closed the roads, so I had to just sleep in the car there. And the best place to be
Yeah.
for an event like that is at prepper camp
We've
because of
joked
everybody.
about that for years. That's the funny part.
Yeah.
We would always joke about that around the campfire. Like if it all went down right now, at least we'd all be together and have plenty of
Yeah.
skills, knowledge, gear to deal with it.
Yeah.
And that was proven in Helene for sure. You guys stood the test. Um, so what
And
about
even
this year? Oh no, go ahead.
and even when we were leaving, there were a lot of gas stations that were not open, and
Yeah.
so a lot of people just didn't have the gas. So we had a convoy going out. Anybody that was headed west, we were just on a convoy, and we were all helping each
Uh,
other. People would run ahead and see, the ones that had the most gas would go ahead and see, if the
if the
gas stations
station's
were open.
open, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very cool. That's cool practice too. That's
Yeah.
very cool practice, real time. Um, what about things you're looking forward to for this year? Any classes, any thing along that line, people that you're going to meet up with that you haven't seen in a while, that kind of stuff?
I am looking forward to meeting up with a lot of the people that I didn't get to see last year because of the hurricane.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Some people were just not able to make it in, but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Rick and Jane, the ones that run prepper camp, and everybody there. I'm really looking forward to it, and even the new people that have never been to prepper camp. I love the newbies. I love showing them and telling them and helping them any way I can.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love that site. Like day one, you see like a bunch of people just before class and they're coming through. They're usually hitting my disaster coffee booth and they have a pen and a pad and they are ready, man. They are
Yeah,
dialed in and they're dialed in like that for the weekend. It's really cool to see the
right.
dedication from those coming to listen to the speakers, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's a tremendous class, Amanda. I really think that that really is the core. Well, that really is the hurdle, I think, for most people when it comes to herbal medicine is okay, I can identify the herbs. I've plucked some herbs.
Hmm.
Now, what do I do with all these things? And I think your class, at least your first class for sure, with the breakdown of, how to do the tinctures, how to do the poultice, the salves, all that kind of stuff, that really is the gateway to starting to take them, starting to use them for all
Right.
kinds of things.
Right. Right. Yeah. Because a lot of people they can understand what this specific herb is for, but if they don't know how to use it, then they need to know that.
Yeah. And the how to is essential, right?
Yes.
Well, I do appreciate you showing up for the interview today. Thanks so much and
Yeah.
look forward to seeing you
Thank
at
you.
Prepper Camp 2025.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
It's always a pleasure. All these speakers have been so amazing. You guys are like pros,
Yeah.
at this thing. All right. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you.